Tabletop Spotlight, brought to you by Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy. Hey everyone, I'm AdamHarry from Bulls Tabletop News with
Drake from Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy.
And we're back with another Tabletop Spotlight. Drake, you know I love science. What do we got here, man?
This is Stéphane Vachon's Planetarium.
Cool.
It is a board game. Basically, you play as a planet.
Wait. Time out. What?
You play as a planet in a new, young, unformed solar system. So,
okay, so we're not talking like Marvel comic planet. We're talking
no.
like
Like
science.
you're a planet.
Like you're forming a planet as a planet?
That's you.
Okay.
And then you're collecting matter flying around the solar system.
Kind of like how planets actually do form.
Yes.
Okay. Planetarium. Color me curious. I do like some astrology here. Or, astrophysics, I should say.
I felt it appropriate to, although it's a little bit late now, but to celebrate Cassini reaching Saturn. And
yeah. Hey, you know what?
It is a big week for astronomy.
Astronomy, yes, not astrology. I think I said that earlier, but astronomy. Astronomy. Yeah, astrophysics. I'm all about that stuff. I love learning how stuff works. So yeah, let's hop in and take a look inside Planetarium. Alrighty, we have Planetarium. I'm already sold on this game based on what we talked about earlier. Yeah,
It's gorgeous.
look at that. Looks really cool, and it's science.
And fairly minimalistic. Like there's not a lot of. They really showcase the image. There's not a lot of text. It's all like symbol based, with small like factual flavor text. Love that kind of thing.
Yeah, this
Quick key down on the board. It looks like we're about to dive in. We find out for sure. But,
yeah.
It seems fairly simple.
It does seem simple, and that's not a bad thing.
No, definitely not.
I think that this could definitely be a good intro game to science, the science of planet formation and just astronomy too. So
A window into our own early solar system.
let's take a look here. We have a rule book,
Rules.
which is cool.
Yeah.
We have
French
a rule book
rules.
in French. If you want to read the French version, maybe you want to study French physics, astrophysics.
Yeah.
Not really, but
Sure.
these we have some punch outs here.
Player
These
boards,
are
I think.
Probably player. I think it's 2 to 4 players.
They look identical.
So yeah, I think these are player boards. We're just gonna guess there. Ooh, interesting. We've got looks like some elements.
Yep.
and
Different types of
tokens.
matter.
Yeah, different types
Probably
of matter.
gas, rock, whatever.
Yeah.
Metal? Yeah, probably metal, water, rock.
Metal. And they are not all double-sided, but some of them are. Look at that. We have life. Life finds a way.
Cool.
All right. We've got a board, which we will get to in a second. It looks like it's only about 4 squares, which is cool. And then we've got gems or something. Oh, that's cool.
Token? I don't know what these are.
These are plastic bead token things. These are looks like hard candy. Do not eat these.
Oh yeah.
They are plastic. They are not candy.
Huh.
So they look really cool.
Yeah.
I like
good.
playing around with them. We've got some standees, possibly for
Players.
players and planets.
Maybe, are you ABCD?
Yep.
Yeah, you're probably ABCD.
Yeah, ABCD. So move that. We've got the deck, which is probably there's your Kickstarter. Kickstarter for that's pretty cool. But that's your deck for all the
Actions?
not action. I would say this
We'll
this
get
is
to
an
the
asteroid
rules.
attraction, low elevation. This is
Yeah, you
basically
play evolution cards to acquire like different traits,
yes.
and those enhance and change your planet.
Yes. I was trying to think of the word, the phenomenon that can happen to you as you. That's what I was trying to say.
Yes. Features.
Yes.
Sure.
And then of course we do appreciate the plastic baggies for all of the punch outs. And then just because we want to make sure, I don't think there's anything else. It's empty. So there you
I
go.
like that it's black.
That is kind of slick.
not
We
white.
always see them in white.
Yeah.
Just keeping it classy with this one.
Holds to the
Yeah.
dark vacuum
Dark
of
matter.
space.
Yeah. All right. Let's cut real quick. And wait, before we do that, can you hand me the board?
Oh yeah.
I gotta go through the board. Bum, bum. All right, so this one is just your typical fold out here. And there you have it. I'm just kidding.
Space.
That's the back of the board. It is space. All right, here you have the board. Looks like kind of depending on where the player's sitting. So A's down here in the corner. So let's just pretend we're A for a second here. Planets move around the solar system, gathering stuff. We've got a key of what those things are down here. Here's your legend. Yep. There's your legend down here. We've got looks like a point tracker system or of some type over here.
Yeah, tens, ones, you count up to 2. Oh, that explains why you need
big and little.
2 of these guys.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was like, well, why is this bag full of these ones where they are also all, again, in here with the squares?
And then we also have, again, the player areas here with their planet that they're playing as.
Maybe. Well, again, that's still assumed, but we have 2 gas giants and 2 terrestrial planets.
We also have an evolutionary tract here, which goes all the way up to the very top.
Yes.
You can barely see it here, but I'm gonna rotate the board so we can see the rest here. See how those circles actually get darker as they move along the bottom here, and then we end up all the way over here, and there's a big old evolutionary end there. So very cool. And I'm assuming because of the way the game works, you are moving around the solar system and you can kind of vary your trajectories to grab.
Yeah, like things. There looks like 7 different levels of orbit. It kind of looks like an atom, which I think is also very poetic. But they're also paths from one level to the next. So you can't just straight go.
Yeah,
you have to deviate.
You have an A. I don't know if this is maybe the starting point, but you have A here, B, C, and then D's way out here. And I'm curious how that works. Now, planets revolve around, in our solar system, planets revolve around the sun, and they stay on pretty much the same general trajectory.
Well, because our system is finished.
Exactly.
This deals specifically with the formation of a new solar system. Because as
those planets are flying around smashing into different things of matter, they're also gaining more and more mass, which is increasing their gravity.
Which, as we saw in the back, all of these nodes when the game starts are filled with different matter, and as you go, you collect it.
Yes. See, there's stuff on all those. So that's what you're trying to do. And there are some different ways to win. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and pause real fast and jump in and pull out the rulebook and take a look for Planetarium. And we discovered some interesting stuff as we were flipping through the rules. Cool thing about this planet, cool thing about this game, we thought we were actually playing the planets. You're not, you're playing the whole solar system.
Yeah, so, you're playing the ambient laws of physics.
Yeah.
Not one of these specific bodies.
Yeah, you can actually manipulate all of the planets and all the matter in the solar system. And the whole point of this game is to score points based on how you guide the development of the solar system, which is pretty cool. So kind of puts a new spin on it. I still really like the way this game works. Basically, you're going to have cards, which are your low evolutionary, high evolutionary, and your final evolutions. And you're going to be playing those cards. Well, you're going to be manipulating the board so that you can play the cards.
Right.
For example, here's the asteroid attraction we saw earlier. It's got requirements for the card and then a total point here, point value here. So in order for me to play this card and score it, I have to play it on a gas planet and I have to have the correct materials in the form of matter. So you can see here on this page, it lists everything. So this is gas planet. And it's got to have the correct type of matter. If we look at the player cards, each player is going to have one of these cards. So you, as a player, are actually manipulating. So here's C and D. Those are both gas planets. So if I was playing around the board and I moved either a planet into let's call it gas, or I moved one of the gas matters into it,
C or D.
Yeah, then I could score this card, which is pretty cool. Backing this up a little bit, notice I said you can move planets or matter. You can actually, as part of your turn, you can move a token. And one of those tokens can either be the basic rules of movement. Tokens always travel clockwise around the board, or the center star. You're always traveling clockwise. And you can either move a piece of matter into a planet, or you can move a planet along the path. Matter can only move one line, or one node. A planet can actually do a special sweeping move where they can, if they're on a specific path along the thick white lines, they can actually move all the way until they come in contact with another piece of matter, which is pretty cool. And then those tokens that they picked up will actually be stored on your specific player card. So it is kind of a race to gather the materials that you need to play cards. And then as the game progresses, you can play different evolutionary cards, low evolutionary, high evolutionary, and then the final turn of the game is when you can hopefully score
final evolutions.
So hopefully you've stored up
Yeah,
the resources to do
you have the
that.
entire game to plan for that one last play, and you can swap that card out.
Yes.
Over the course of things, like if it's looking like you're not going to be able to.
Yeah, that's where the playing cards come in there. And again, scoring is just based on the number of points that are indicated in the hex on each card. So that's the key thing here. This is pretty cool. You're not just playing as one planet; you're playing as 4.
Yeah,
which is
but everybody's
cool.
also playing as for them. So somebody else's plans for that planet might not line up for what you you want for it.
Yeah, and what's interesting too is there's planets can either be habitable or hostile, and that can also affect the type of cards you're playing. So you may be able to block somebody else's card from getting played if you turn a planet hostile versus
Or collect the resources that they needed, or
like
that.
Gravity is also a big factor too, and then you can't actually downgrade cards from you can discard a card and draw a low evolutionary card too. So what else we thought was pretty interesting about this rulebook is there is actually rules for solo variants if you want to play solo.
It's not listed on the box.
Yep, it was not listed on the box, but there's also 4 pages of just science
facts.
Yeah. So I thought that was cool. It was a nice touch. Again, really cool stuff. And then just the summary.
Legend,
yeah. So check that out. Again, thought we were playing as planets, but no, you're playing as 4 planets. You're playing as a whole system. So really cool stuff. And then just how your starting hand and then card requirements. It's really not that complex of a game.
No, you're just moving.
But you're just flying around and you're acting as the laws of motion and doing stuff. Yeah, I like it.
It's cool.
Yeah, let's hop out for a really quick recap. Well, that was Planetarium. Super cool game. I love that you don't just play it as a planet like we thought initially. It's the whole system.
You are collectively the opposing forces of physics.
Yeah,
working to eventually have a final creation. It's not perfect in any way.
No.
It's created by divine. The subtleties are beautiful.
Yeah,
it's almost poetic.
It's a really cool concept, really cool game. Love the execution on it. Let's crunch some numbers on this bad boy real fast. Again, this is Planetarium. This is actually
1 to 4
players.
It's a solo mode that is not advertised on the box,
which is super cool.
Yeah.
So it is 10 and up. Concepts of moving around are very simple.
Yeah, the gameplay is basic, and I love that the age requirement is fairly low. That it's simple because it's so accessible.
Yeah.
It's something that younger kids, or not younger kids, but kids can learn and be exposed to, and it's because it's all factual.
Yeah, and again, if you're an educator, I would totally check this game out because that's pretty awesome. And speaking of it is only about a 45-minute game.
Yeah, less than an hour. You could easily fit it into a class.
Bingo. Think about it. Reward for doing awesome. Go play some Planetarium.
Good Friday.
Yeah, Good Friday game.
It'd be a good Friday to go to physics.
Yeah, I'd be down. What is the price point on this one?
It is $40 even.
$40 even. And this was out, but it was a Kickstarter.
It was a Kickstarter. It is through official distribution now. Distributed or printed, manufactured by Game Salute, through your typical friendly local gaming store, through most of their preferred vendors. I know for sure.
Cool.
PCD.
Anyway, so if you're looking for something that's pretty heavy on the science and heavy on the fun, go check out Planetarium.
Light on crunchy rules.
Right, that is true. It's worth checking out.
It's visual. It is beautiful, elegant, minimalistic overall. Like the setup, the game looks simple.
But not a bad simple.
I like the design a lot.
Yeah, we're probably gonna go play after this. So anyway, I'm AdamHarry from Bell Souls.
And I'm Drake with Dragons Are Comics and Fantasy.
And this has been another Tabletop Spotlight. Thanks again for watching. Tabletop Spotlight brought to you by Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy. Thanks for watching.